Welcome back for another weekly episode of the Morning Huddle. Dramatic voice.
I like it.
All right, let's kick it off.
Okay. I'm Sam.
Oh, and I'm Richard.
He always forgets to introduce
I
himself.
am Richard, and this is Sam.
Famous. He doesn't need an introduction.
I know who I am.
All right. Well, I'm Sam.
And I'm Richard.
And we are so excited that you are joining us back for another episode of the Weekly Huddle
With Sam and Richard.
with Sam and Richard. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Let's jump in.
All right, what's this weekly lesson about? Oh, first impressions matter. All right, so why do first impressions matter, Sam?
I don't know, Richard. You tell me.
Oh, I thought that was you. All right, so first impressions. So everybody always tells you only get one shot at a first impression. They matter much, matter a lot. And you got to think, why does that matter? It sets the precedent for whatever that experience is. First date,
Yeah.
first impression, as soon as they see you, they sit down, they figure what they expect for it. But we're not talking about first dates today. We're talking about the hotel experience.
Yeah.
So think about our guests' first impression, whether it's when they first walk in the building, or actually that's my whole point. There's but there's lots of first impressions.
Sure.
And so the first impression again matters because it really sets the way they're going to be looking at everything. If it's a negative first impression for whatever the matter is, then they probably will expect there to be more issues and they go looking for them. And if we go looking for issues or looking for negative things, then we're likely to find it.
Yeah.
But think about if it's a positive first impression, you have an amazing experience at that first moment, that's going to carry through for the rest of it. When you're looking for great moments, you should be able to find them as well. And so a lot of times in the hotel industry, we focus on what is that first impression.
Sure.
That would be when you first pull up to the hotel, when you first walk in the doors. But I wanted to focus on the fact that there are probably no less than 20 first impressions of every hotel stay, even if it's a one-nighter.
Mhm.
So when the guest first pulls into the parking lot, when they first see that sign for your hotel, if that sign's a little beat up or dingy, they
Yeah.
probably already have that thought, ugh, this hotel might have some issues.
Yeah, I always think first impressions do start in the parking lot, and we can say first impressions start in the parking lot, but they don't end there. Right?
Yes, absolutely. Hit the parking lot. So just think about that. If it's your job to make sure that the parking lot is well taken care of, whether that's from picking up the trash or making sure that anything out there is in order, that you have a huge fact on what this guest is going to think from the rest of their stay. Let's move on a little bit. Walking in through the front door, right? Walking in through that front door, you typically see the front desk at most of our hotels when you first walk in the front door. Is there somebody at the desk smiling and greeting, or they have their head buried down on whatever pre-work they have to do? Or even worse, they walk in and there's nobody at the front desk.
Right.
Again, setting that impression of how the rest of the stay will go. And it goes on throughout it. You first enter the elevator, and then when you open the doors to the floor that you're in, what's that first experience you get? Is there dirty carpet in the hallway? Finally, I get to my guest room. Here's where I'm going to be taking my taking my solitude, for a word that sounds better than I know how to use. When you first enter into the room, that's going to be your safe space for that next period of time. What's the first thing you see when you open the door? Come down for breakfast, same thing. First experience when you look at that buffet, if it's a little beat up from whoever's been on it, whoever's been getting food, if there's no employees there to greet you, again, every one of our jobs holds a first impression that we want to be in control of. So whatever it is, once you finish that work to set that up, the front entrance, the front desk, the guest room, the breakfast area, whatever you have, take a step back and look at the job that you've just accomplished and think, what does this first impression set the stage for, or set the expectation for the rest of that experience? Because if we fail at that first impression, we have a lot of legwork to do to come back from.
Yeah, so that's your challenge this week. Remember that first impressions do matter, and we get the opportunity to make a first impression on, like Richard said, at least 20 different occasions. So keep that top of mind, and we will make sure that everyone has an excellent stay. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Birthday time?
Birthday. Happy birthday.
It never gets old, guys.
It's getting a little old.
No. All right, fine. I'll change it up next month, but for now, she's cute.
No, that's great. All right, happy birthdays. It looks like we got several birthdays to celebrate. I hope you guys make it a great one.
All right, moving on to our anniversaries.
All right, got some anniversaries here. Thank you, everybody, for your continued time with LTD,
Yes.
and let's celebrate your anniversaries with another year with us.
Okay, we've got a whole nother page, so we're gonna move to this. We do actually have a couple milestones that we want to highlight. Barbara, 12 years, and Wally, 10 years. Those are, I mean, decade plus of service, and definitely deserve a call out from us. So thank you both. Thank you all, whether it's 1 year or 12 years. We value each and every one of you and everything that you guys bring to the table to serve our guests and your fellow teammates every single day.
Yes, thank you for continuing to be a part of our teams and helping us make stuff happen.
There you go. All right, and the moment that everybody's waiting for,
The Shining Star.
Shining Star. Who's our star player of the week
Oh,
this
star
week?
player of the week. All right, Tiffany Roscoe. Oh, I can't read those words, they're so small.
They are small.
So I'm going to paraphrase because I cannot read that from here, but feel free to read it at your leisure. But Tiffany Roscoe she primarily works the AM shift at the Spring Hill Suites Norfolk and was nominated by her general manager, Patrick Reardon.
Yes.
So Tiffany Roscoe sets the stage every morning by making sure that housekeeping, engineering, and front of house are all focused on working together to make sure that all the guests are coming in. I know that a big part of that is Marriott's system of GXP, which is how we are able to communicate with other departments and make sure that we know what's going on with the guests as they come in, that she takes the focus and the brunt of that. And that the morning shift, the morning shift of the front desk is normally the coordinator of making sure that everybody's working together and sees that through. So Patrick wanted to make sure that she was highlighted for the fact that she handles that and really starts them off right every day.
Well deserved, Tiffany. Thank you so much. And with that, you get a $50 gift card coming your way.
All right, coming at you. Thank you, Tiffany.
All right. Well, we hope that you all have a fantastic week, and let's lean in and get better together.